What's up, everyone? Colten Roderigue here from Elefante RevOps. Let me ask you this. How aligned is your go-to-market team really? You might have great people in sales, marketing, customer success, and product, but if those teams aren't working together, even a little, your growth is leaking somewhere in the system. Today, I'm breaking down what elite RevOps teams know about go-to-market alignment that most companies don't. And I'll show you the 5 things they build into their operating rhythm to keep the whole business growing in sync. And before we dive in, please subscribe if you want more insights on building scalable revenue systems. Also, if you want to understand your company's revenue maturity, you can check your go-to-market index. It's a framework that shows how advanced your go-to-market operations are, from siloed teams at the bottom to fully aligned, high-performing go-to-market engines at the top. And the best part, you can see exactly where your company sits today and what to prioritize next by taking our free go-to-market index quiz. Link in the description below. Check it out. We all talk about alignment. It's in every board deck, every QBR meeting, every leadership meeting, but most of the time, alignment means we had a meeting about it. Sales wants more pipeline, marketing wants more leads, customer success wants more renewals, product wants more adoption. Each team's doing its best, but they're not optimizing for revenue as one system. That's what creates silos. Invisible walls between teams. Silos happen when teams have different goals, data, and success definitions. Marketing hands off leads, and sales aren't qualifying. Sales closes deals that CS can't deliver. Customer success gathers feedback product never sees. Every handoff leaks value, and those leaks become a drag on growth. A few years ago, I worked with a company scaling fast. Strong product, tons of demand, but something was off. Sales said leads were weak. Marketing said sales wasn't following up. CS, or customer success, said expectations were unrealistic. The problem wasn't the people, it was the system. Each team was running its own version of success. Once we created a shared go-to-market model, one definition of the funnel and customer journey, suddenly everyone spoke the same language. This is why HubSpot, a complete CRM and marketing automation platform, is so important. At Elefante RevOps, we're proud to be a HubSpot Diamond partner, using it as a foundation to implement unified go-to-market models and shared metrics across teams. So, with system in place and everyone aligned, we started to see tangible results. Pipeline quality improved, renewals improved, growth became predictable. That's what elite RevOps teams do. Here's the big idea. Alignment doesn't happen through communication, it happens through operational design. Elite RevOps teams design their business to stay aligned even as it grows. This is exactly what your go-to-market index scale visualizes. At the lower end of that scale, teams operate reactively, each function in its own silo. As you move up, processes, data, and goals start to integrate. At the top, you've got a fully aligned go-to-market engine, marketing, sales, customer success, and product working in one rhythm. Everything I'll cover next are the levers that move you up that scale. So, what's the 5 things elite RevOps teams do differently? They focus on 5 alignment levers. Shared GTM model, shared metrics, shared operating rhythm, unified systems, and data. RevOps, as that alignment engine, let's unpack each one. Every high-performing team starts with one model of how value flows through the business. At Elefante RevOps, we use the bow tie model. Acquisition sits on the left, how you attract and win new customers. Expansion sits on the right, how you grow revenue within existing accounts. The point of the bow tie is simple. Everyone sees the same customer journey and understands how their role impacts revenue. When marketing knows what activation means for customer success, and customer success knows what qualification means for sales, You stop optimizing in isolation and start optimizing the entire revenue engine. Elite RevOps teams don't let each department run its own scoreboard. Instead, they focus on shared metrics, numbers that matter to the whole revenue team, not just one team. Some of the key shared metrics are net revenue retention. It measures how much revenue you keep and grow from existing customers. CAC payback, customer acquisition cost payback, shows how quickly you recover the cost of acquiring a customer. LTV to CAC ratio, lifetime value to customer acquisition cost, tells if you're acquiring customers profitably. Pipeline conversion rate tracks how efficiently leads move from initial interest to revenue. Why does this matter? When everyone looks at the same numbers, the conversation changes. Instead of pointing fingers, marketing hit their goal, but sales didn't, teams start asking, how can we improve the system together? Shared metrics create a common language. They make sure every team sees how their work affects the customer journey and the company's revenue, not just their own goals. Alignment fades if you don't reinforce it. Elite teams build shared cadence. Weekly syncs to review pipeline and marketing data, monthly syncs to identify friction, quarterly business reviews to realign leadership goals. Each function isn't presenting in isolation. They're reviewing one shared dashboard and deciding together what to do next. That's the heartbeat of a truly aligned go-to-market engine. If your data lives in 5 different tools, you'll never get the full picture. Elite RevOps teams integrate CRM, marketing, automation, product usage, and support data into one ecosystem, the single source of truth. This is why we use HubSpot at Elefante RevOps. HubSpot brings all these pieces together in one platform, giving teams a unified view of every account and interaction. So, when our rep, marketer, or CSM opens an account, everyone's looking at the same story. That's how you get accurate forecasting, clean attribution, and confident decision-making. Finally, RevOps isn't just reporting or process policing. It's the engine that keeps strategy, execution, and insight connected. Think of it like this. Leadership sets the strategy. Go-to-market teams execute. RevOps feeds insights back to leadership so the loop keeps tightening. That continuous cycle, strategy, execution, insight, adjustment, is how elite RevOps teams maintain alignment in real time. So let's map this into what I call the Alignment Flywheel. Define one go-to-market model, shared understanding, agreed on shared metrics, shared success, sync your operating rhythm, shared momentum, unify systems and data, shared truth, empower RevOps, shared ownership. Once that flywheel spins, growth compounds because every part of the business is pulling in the same direction. Right now, efficiency is everything. Budgets are tight, headcounts are lean. Alignment is the multiplier. When teams are aligned, you don't need more leads. You just get more out of the ones you already have. You don't need more reps. You help the existing team perform better. That's the quiet power of elite RevOps. So here's my challenge for you. Take a step back this week and ask, where are the silos in my go-to-market motion? Is marketing measuring what sales cares about? Does customer success see the same data as product? Do you share one go-to-market model everyone understands? If not, that's your next growth lever. And if you want to know exactly where your company stands, check out the Go-to-Market Index Scale we showed earlier and take our free Go-to-Market Index quiz. You'll instantly see which stage you're in and what to prioritize next. The link's right below in the description. If this was helpful, hit a like, subscribe, and drop a comment. I'd love to hear how your team approaches alignment. And remember, alignment isn't a meeting, it's a system. My name's Colten Roderigue. Keep doing it big. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.